we got this information post game, but if you're willing to share, just can you tell us your aunt's name and just what she meant to your life?
Her name was Angela. She meant a lot. I actually stayed with her for a duration, part of my life, probably like 5 or 6 years. So we was very close. She was actually watching my game when she passed away. So, you know, been a lot to me, my family, huge supporter. Yeah.
And where was the funeral held? Was it back in your hometown or was it somewhere else?
Yeah, it was back in Houston,
Okay.
Mississippi. Yeah, in the church we all grew up in.
Chris, our condolences to you and your family.
Thank you so much.
Did you said she passed away when she was watching one of your games. Was that the Giants game?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually got the news after the game.
Was it something that was unexpected?
Yeah, it's very unexpected because usually after the game, especially after the game, you get a sack. The family called and congratulate me or send me a text. So I was calling everybody like, hell yeah, about time we got the sack. Let's do it. This is the beginning. And, you know, it was like, call your mom, call your sister. I was like, everything's okay. And unfortunately, she had a heart attack watching the game.
I'm sure the game was probably largely secondary to everything, but was there at any point in the process that you were like, am I gonna get back in time for this thing?
Me and Coach Reed talked about it, and more so it was about making my own funeral. And if that was a time frame where I could get back, I would try to get back. But they completely understood, and we came up with a plan around it.
Anybody else?
Chris, what have you seen from this Jacksonville offense? What stands out?
That they're battle tested. You watch them throughout the course of the few games they've played. They've been battle tested. The Houston Texas game, it was a battle, especially in the fourth quarter. It was a back and forth battle, and their defense has been playing lights out. Trevor Lawrence has made a lot of progression throughout the years, and he's made a lot of big throws when the team needed him. So they have a very great cohesive group that is playing well together right now. So it's a challenge for us as a D-line and a defense to get after them.
Chris, I know it wasn't a sack on the play Sunday, but you're the one who creates the initial pressure that makes Lamar sort of step up and bump into his own teammate for the fumble. When you know it's not in the box score, but you see the impact that you have, just what does that do to you, whether in that moment or when you go back and rewatch the game?
I mean, a lot of times, you're not going to get credit for what you do because sometimes the stats don't align, but that doesn't deter your impact that you have on the game. Whether it's creating pressures for the defense or whether it's taking on 2, sometimes 3 for someone to come open. You look at, I was watching a stat in the D-line room that Nick had 5 pressures that were untouched.
Right.
You know, and that's cohesive to the group of the D-line because when you have guys taking up 2, and the tight end and tackle is taking up a D-end, then your linebackers can cut free. We just want those roles to reverse, okay? Start pulling the linebackers up, had them to take 2 and give us a free shot, you know? We definitely have a very DB/linebacker friendly defense. We just want Spaz to kind of, make sure that this thing is evenly matched.
Chris, how nice has it been to see this defense start to produce turnovers? I know Spags likes to tell you guys that they come in bunches, but is it nice to see it happen?
Absolutely. I think that's something we harp on week in and week out. Turnovers, sacks, and affecting the quarterback. So I think they go hand in hand if we're rushing like we should and forcing him to throw the ball quicker than his expected timing, then more turnovers will come, and then eventually more sacks will come. So from the D-line, not the linebackers,
Right.
the DBs.
Were you impressed by Leo's pick?
And that was sweet. That's also a pressure that got in his face. Nick Bosa was right there again. you know.
This is hilarious.
It's a trend coming.
There's, Spags seemed pretty upset by he said when he walked in here, the only play on his mind was the last run. I just wonder if you guys could tell that whenever you guys reconvene this week.
Yeah, it's just, I was telling Spags it was contradicting argument because he always say we don't count the numbers, we count the letters, W and the L. We got the W, so you know.
When you get on the plane, Chris, I know it's got to be tough and emotional. But what did you try to do to, I guess, be ready when you don't have like your normal warm up routine? Is it drinking a bunch of water? Did you try to like find ways to? It's just a different way to get loose for a game.
For me, I don't really stretch before the game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a huge fan of Randy Moss. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Mm-hmm.
And I get off the plane ready. I was ready to pass rush off the plane. So it's like, just stay hydrated because I know with the heat,
Right.
with the plane, can kind of dehydrate you.
Mm-hmm.
But Rick gave me some tips on what I could do to make sure I'm hydrated and make sure that my body is up to par to play football. So the training staff, Rick, David Glover, they took care of me on that aspect. So I was ready to play right off the plane.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Chris.